Hello and happy Sunday everybody. Thanks for joining for another update. Today we're in the kitchen workshop. It's too cold outside to do the job that I need to do, so I'm hiding away in the kitchen, and we've received a parcel today from tyrewallstickers.com. Great company. They provide custom made stickers to go on the sidewall of your tyre, pinstripes, flares, all sorts of products. Got to say, these guys have been really great communication, product's amazing. So I thought I'd open the product with you guys today, and we're going to have a go at fitting it, follow the instructions and see how they come out. So without further ado. Okay, so inside the box we get an instruction booklet, a QR code on the video guide. We have a package including tyre sidewall cleaner, 2 tubes of glue. This is the logo that we're putting on the sidewall of each tyre, and a couple of flares that go around the edge of the tyre as well, just to make it look a bit smarter. So looking at the product itself, it is very seems to be really good quality. So it's like it's based on a rubber background, covered with a protective film. Okay, so first job that we're going to do, we're going to lay them out on the tyre just to get a rough idea of the spacings are correct. Okay, so now we've positioned all the stickers and we're happy with where they're going to go. What we need to do, we need to ensure the tyres are clean, select the area for application, done that. Now we need to smooth the tyre using sandpaper. Now obviously you need to make an area so that the glue has something to grab a hold of properly. All the instructions are actually really nicely laid out, really easy to follow. So we're going to crack on, prepare the area. We are going to follow their advice, and we are going to use a small grinder with a flat disc. That should sand it off pretty quickly. Quick note though, it is important, if you are going to do this, don't sand or go too aggressive, because you will go through to the cords and remove too much rubber. You only need a very small area. You only need a very small area. So yeah, be careful, don't go too deep and damage the tyres. Okay, so we've used a Dremel and a flat wheel. What I did was, once I laid the sticker onto the tyre, I just marked it out, the edges of the tape, so I didn't have to buff away too much. It's a very light buffing. I haven't gone too deep. I've just made a decent key so that the adhesive bonds to the tyre and the sticker itself. No need to be really aggressive with it. If you're not comfortable, it does say in instructions, if you're not comfortable using a electric flat wheel, 120 grit sandpaper. So again, you don't have to be aggressive. It's just enough to give it a decent key for the adhesive to grab to. So once you're happy with that and you've sanded or roughed up the area, it is then a case of cleaning off with the tyrewallstickers.com acetone cleaner. So we'll crack on, we'll get that area cleaned up and see how we go. Now we're happy that the tyre is prepared, ready for gluing. We've cleaned it all up with the acetone. Does tell you in the instruction booklet exactly how to do it. This is just a very quick demo on what we're doing. So I've repositioned it back within the markings that I originally made. I'm happy with its position. Okay, follow a line on the tyre. So I'm kind of in between the top of the sidewall and the bead protector here. Okay, so I'm really happy with this position. I'm going to start gluing it. If you're going to clean it with the acetone, also be careful, don't get acetone on the alloy. What you might want to do, if you're worried about that, is cover this in masking tape. So now I've got it in position. What I don't want to do is take it off, glue it all and try and stick it all at once. So I'm going to secure probably 2/3 of it to the tyre in its current position with some masking tape so that doesn't move, and then I will glue the first third of it into position and then do it that way. That way I'm happy that it's a very consistent, follows a very consistent line on the tyre. Okay, so I have got it exactly where I want it. I've stuck down 2/3 of it. So this part of it I'm able to stick on first. So I've cleaned the back of the letters as well with the acetone, the cleaner, just in case there's any debris on there. And I'm going to apply the glue directly to the letters. You can move it around with the nozzle on the glue to spread it all the way to the edge. You've got to make sure you get the edges, you don't want anything lifting. Okay, so we'll crack on and we'll get that first bit done. Okay, so the first ones I've glued and stuck these down. You do get, you do have a protective layer of plastic on the letters. Okay, so that's really good, so you don't get glue on your fingers. Alright, now you do have to be careful any glue that does come out of the edges. Make sure you press the edges all the way down. Any glue that does come out, what you want to make sure you're doing is not allowing it to stick to this protective outer cover, because you don't want, when you lift this off after 5 minutes, you don't want it to stick to the letters and then pull the letters off as well. Okay, so I can now move on to the next piece. So I've glued up to the O, so I'm going to put a little cut through the protective layer here, and then I can move on and peel back the next lot of letters. Okay, so that's the first lot of stickers. They're all stuck and glued down. I'm going to remove the protective layer. What I'm doing is, as I've been removing it, I've been just ensuring that all the corners of the letters are thoroughly stuck down and not going to lift. What I have found, don't be overzealous with the glue, because otherwise it does spill out and then it won't look as neat and tidy. The glue is actually it does go quite far. If you put a little bit on the back of the letter and move it around with the glue nozzle, it does spread out quite nicely. So you don't need to smother it in glue, because it will just get messy. Note to anybody else doing this indoors, if you're using a electric rotary tool and the glue, make sure you've got good ventilation. Obviously the smell of burning rubber as you're prepping the tyre, and the glue itself is quite a strong glue, so yeah, make sure it's well ventilated. So we'll remove this outer cover, have a look, see. As you can see on the A, just there, I did go a little bit overboard with the glue on that particular letter. And there we go. So that is that bit all done. That looks pretty good.
What is that, jungle?
Okay, there we have them. So we've stuck the letters to the outside. They've been on there for about an hour. Very gently checked the corner of each letters. Absolutely brilliant. They're stuck down fast, no issues. Made sure the glue got all the way to the edges of the letters. Yeah, really happy. We decided against putting the red flares around the edge. Just think it's going to be a little bit too much for the car, with the car being red, the calipers being red, other components being red. It's probably a bit too much. So yeah, we've left it as it is. I think it looks amazing, really sets the wheels and tyres off. Should look really good when they're tucked up under the wheel arch. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate that. Again, massive shout out to tyrewallstickers.com. have a look on our website, give them a shout out. If you need any custom stickers making up for the sidewalls of your wheels and tyres, really does make it stand out from the rest. So thanks a lot.